Preparing the stream. Admit you. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I hope everybody's coming on.
So he knows it's serious business.
Yeah. Oh, you got the delay. You know what's on.
Hold on, why is my video not showing? Let's go. Come on, video. I hate that. I'm clicking. Oh, here we go. Here I am. Here you are.
You are. Rock us like a hurricane.
Here I am. Rock it like a hurricane. We're not gonna edit.
All right. I am going to sign out from the IG live and just focus on YouTube.
Okay, and I'll keep this on for.
All right, everybody join us. Taylor Fortune on YouTube right now. The link is in the bio. Taylor Fortune on YouTube. All right, here we go. Bye-bye. All right, rock and roll. We're on Cosmic Love. How's the sound? How's the sound?
Sounds pretty good to me. How does it sound to you?
It sounds great.
Okay, I don't hear I don't hear any echo, nothing like that.
No, I know. Last week, the microphone wasn't turned on for our first guest, if you can believe that. That's too bad. But you have ears like a creature that has really good ears.
Yeah, it's my mom ears. It's / teacher ears.
Right?
I heard everything that went on in that classroom for many years. And like, how did you hear that? I don't know.
How did you hear that? Unbelievable.
It's a gift. It's a curse.
It's a gift.
At the same time.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah, depending on what I hear.
All right. Well, this is awesome. So I guess I'm just going to say hi to everybody here, and then we will give Jen a call because I'm sure she's ready to rock and roll.
Awesome. Excited.
Yeah. This is fun. I'm looking forward to hearing her story.
Yeah, definitely. She's a twin flame story, and it's a genuine twin flame story, and they're not in union right now.
I know, right? Jen, you were on Cosmic Love. How are you?
Hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, it cut out for a second, but now I can.
You are live, baby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, this is Sarah. Can't wait. I've heard a little bit about this story, but I did not fill her in. So we want to talk to you a little bit about. You have a twin flame experience that lasted for some time, right?
Yeah, it was a long time. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy to have you on here because I know that this is like your area of expertise, something that you've talked about extensively. So it's really an honor to have you on our show tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us too. So Jen, how did the twin flame thing start? Walk us through that a little bit.
Okay. Yes, I met my twin flame in Honolulu, California. Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yeah. We're with you.
I do have my states right.
Yeah.
In Honolulu, Hawaii, I met him there, and it was like intrigue. Like there was a connection, but I was married, and I'm not somebody outside of my relationship, no matter what. I mean, absolutely no matter what. And so it was just like, well, that's on the side burner. Yes, there's chemistry here, but I'm married. There was no talk of getting divorced at that point. And then a year later, I got divorced. And after that, my twin flame and I started to communicate. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of like, I wasn't sure. Like, I was kind of like shocked that he started reaching out to me, because I'm a little bit
Jen, you're breaking up. You're breaking up just a little bit. Are you on wireless right now?
I'm on Wi-Fi, yes.
Is there anything you can do about it, or do we just have to live with it?
Maybe let me.
Yeah, because it's kind of like it's breaking up just a little bit. I'm getting the nuts and bolts of the story.
Yeah,
now.
We're getting the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you met him. Yeah. Could I just interrupt you 1 second, Jen? So you met him in Honolulu, and was that on vacation while you were married to your first husband?
No, actually we were working. So I used to travel all of the time when I worked.
Okay.
And so I was we were working.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah.
And so do you feel like
Yeah,
that
so it was
this
not on
guy,
vacation.
okay, even though like,
Okay.
even though like you weren't like seeing him on the side or anything, do you feel like he had an influence on you making the decision to leave your first husband?
No, he didn't. No, that was definitely separate.
Mhm. Got it, got it.
I was definitely ready to leave that marriage. It was not working. It was not a good situation. And so,
For you.
nope, he didn't have anything to do with that. But once I did leave, it opened up obviously the opportunity for
Yes.
him to come in.
Definitely.
And yeah, it was a situation. Am I better? Am I not cutting out anymore?
You're better. You're better. It sounds
Okay,
great.
good. Yeah. So, yeah, we started to communicate and go back and forth. And then like, if we were in the same city, we would meet up with one another. We both traveled a lot for work. And, so, you know, those opportunities came up, and then, but then he would always run after, and like, I would feel so like lost and like, what the heck is this? And why does he keep doing this? And I get so frustrated and all of that. So finally in 2017, I said, I cannot do this anymore. And I put separation there. I was just like, you cannot reach out to me anymore. I do not want to hear from you. A year and a half goes by, and we were again in the same city, and he found out that I was there. And he texted me. He was like, hey, I have to see you. And I was like, I have to see you too. So anyway, we saw each other. That was the last time, because he ran again. And I was just like, oh my God. And that's whenever I heard about the twin flame. I didn't even know we were twin flames before that.
So you haven't seen this guy in 4 years. Is that correct?
I haven't seen him since 2018. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 3 years.
3 years. And have you guys talked at all since then?
No. That's like, I'm totally done with him. Like, it's a complete cycle. That's what I teach as well in my stuff, is that, so this is what I teach. I teach that you have your twin flame experience, and it shows you a lot of stuff that you have to heal. And then you go on this journey to heal it. But if they don't heal, if they don't do their own work, then you elevate into someone else. And you're going to meet like a twin flame that is healed, and you're going to meet like it's that energy, that twin flame energy of like, it's intense, and it's beautiful, and it's magical, and it's all the things, but only it's two really solid people coming together.
Right. Because you guys have to be in divine synchronicity. And if they are not in that same synchronicity with you, you can't be in a twin flame union. Exactly. So I'm curious, Jen, like, did he ever give a reason for running, or did he just run and kind of like ghost you and then just all of a sudden reappear?
Yeah, he would just run and ghost and then reappear. And he was just a douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, that Brooke Attached talks about the attachment styles of adults, of the anxious and avoidant.
Yeah.
So I was the anxious, he was the avoidant, and we just played that out over and over and over again until I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And then what ended up happening, which was actually a blessing in disguise, is he ended up getting into a relationship with someone. He's now married to her. But he ended up getting into a relationship, and that really had to force me to let go, because I was like, okay, he's in this, and I had to be forced to really heal deeply from that connection so that I wouldn't keep going back to it.
Yeah.
Because that's like quite a blow to the ego when someone doesn't choose you, and then they go on and they marry somebody else. And
the last time I saw him, we got together, and then a week later he got with one of my friends, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh my
God. That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Wow.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions, because Jen and I have talked a little bit about this, and I know I would classify her. I think we'd both mutually classify each other as something of twin flame experts, twin flame counselors. But I want to hear it from her words. So this is what people ask all the time, and I'd like to hear Jen's answer. How did you know it was your twin flame?
So when I when we last saw one another, which was June of 2018, I was working with a healer, and I had a conversation with her about him. I was like, okay, this has been going on for years. It's happening again. I do not understand this. He comes in, he goes out, he does this, he does that. I'm explaining to her the whole thing, and I'm literally hitting every button that the twin flame is.
Yeah.
So
Textbook
she
twin
goes,
flame.
well, I think he's your twin flame. And I was like, no, he's not my twin flame. We're not in a relationship. Like, he's not my twin flame. And she said, well, it's up to you to figure out, but I think he's your twin flame. I was like, okay, well, I was really in denial about it. And then on 11/11 of that year, I did a ceremony with Twin Flame Revolution, Dev and Nicole. And it was like just this most cathartic, amazing ceremony that they held space for on that day that year. And it really shifted everything. And I was just like, okay, yes, this is my twin flame. And yes, I do need to heal from this. And so that was kind of like when I said, yeah, he was my twin flame.
Yeah.
So part of your healing process was admitting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the first step is acknowledgement in any healing process, right?
Yeah, right. Like AA, twin flames, you name it. NA.
Right. It's so traumatic for so many people. Whereas
My name is
God.
Jen, and I have a twin flame.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you're so vulnerable for sharing that story with us. Like, thank you for being so vulnerable. And like, what advice do you have for people out there who are experiencing similar twin flame stories right now, where they're not in union because one is just running away, they're vibrating at a really low frequency, and it's creating or initiating a lot of healing for the other partner?
Yeah, my biggest advice, and it's always been this for the twin flame community, is to not get stuck. There's so many people who are like, but this is my twin flame. Like, I have to wait for this person.
Right.
And you don't have to wait for that person. This person is not your epic love. You are your first epic love. And when you heal like to that level of knowing that you're your first epic love, then you attract epic love. And it may be that person, and it likely will not be that person, because once you are at a state of awareness where you know how much epic love you are, then you look at that person, you're like, oh, wow, thank you for being a great teacher, but no thanks.
100%. It seems like this twin flame experience for you in a way was a little bit of a karmic experience too. This has like,
it was. I mean, and I'm not really attached to that label with this person being the twin flame. Like he served his purpose as a twin flame label, because I went and I did the deep healing work over the years to really like move the energy out that kept me stuck in that loop and in that cycle, because I would fall into very similar loops with other men. It just wasn't as intense. So
Right.
I had a lot of healing to do. And so I am now at a place where like I'm calling in epic love, and like I'm open to, whoever I'm calling in at this level where I'm at, because I've done so much work, I'm open to that being like, this is my twin flame. Like, this is the real deal, kind of thing.
So now you're like calling in your soulmate.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, Jen, I got one final question for you, because I want to hear your opinion on this one too. So twin flames, when they do not fall into divine union in this life, what is next for them?
In this life or afterlife?
Any life, this life, next life, any incarnation on any plane of existence. What happens if in this life they epically fail to come into divine union?
Okay, so here's what I know that I've done for myself, and I don't know this is for everybody, but I have done so much healing and clearing of karma and agreements between my twin flame and I that we are complete in any lifetimes. Like, I don't ever have to be with his soul ever. So
But
if
it's
I
your soul.
reincarnate again at a different time in the same lifetime, or even in this lifetime, I don't ever have to be in union with him. Like, I have elevated my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Interesting. Yeah, like I heard you say, Taylor, but it's your soul. And I think
Yeah.
some people have the idea in the twin flame community that it's your soul, and some people say it's a fragmentation of your soul.
Right. Well, yeah. What do you think of
Yeah.
that?
I have an opinion about that too.
Yeah. Good. Fire away. I love opinions.
I don't think that we share a soul. Like, I don't think my soul is fragmented with anybody's. I feel like the twin flame is just like my exact counter opposite, where I get to see really clearly in a mirror. But it's not. He is not sharing my soul.
Mm.
Okay,
And
interesting.
here's the other point that I want to make about that. Because when people feel like they share a soul, then that right there gets somebody looped in and really, really stuck. Like, I've seen comments from people who believe that they are twin flames, and they believe that they have a hierarchy over the person's wife or husband.
Right.
And that is
Can't do
bullshit.
that. No,
Like,
Agreed.
if you're thinking that just because you are a twin flame to this person and you have hierarchy over the person they are choosing to be with right now, that is out of alignment, it's out of integrity, and it's not
Right.
okay.
right, because that's part of their soul contracts on this earth, and
Mhm.
it's not for us to break it for them. They have to do that on their own without us pushing them to do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
and
Yeah.
break it
Wow.
with integrity, not by cheating and meddling and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And I feel like when people have this view or this belief that they're sharing a soul, that they have first choice or first dibs, or they can do these things, and it's not true.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like a narcissism almost.
Mhm.
Toxic narcissism. Absolutely. Textbook.
Yeah.
Textbook.
Yep.
Yeah. Jen, amazing. Thank you so much for calling and sharing that. There's going to be a lot to unpack there. And, you and I, we're going to talk more about twin flames too on lives on Instagram. But so this is good to get the conversation going.
Mhm.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's my pleasure being here, you guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'm definitely gonna watch you and Taylor talk, I think tomorrow on Instagram. If I'm not with a
Tuesday.
client, I'll definitely watch you guys. So yeah.
I'm going with Danielle tomorrow because she's my help at their seminar. But Jen and I are going on Tuesday.
Tuesday, I'll try to be there.
We'll all be there. Yeah. Okay, Jen.
All right, guys.
I'll talk to
Have
you
a good
soon.
job.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Jen. Good night.
Bye.
Interesting. Yeah. Different perspective on twin flames, and what you and I, actually all of us, me, you, Missy, Danielle, Jen, whoever, we all talk about, there is no right or wrong perspective on this. This is an unfolding philosophy happening right now to the people who are experiencing it.
Right. There's no gospel about it. So anybody
Exactly.
who says, oh, like this is it, this is a definitive answer. No, it is not the definitive answer. And maybe there's different versions of twin flames. Maybe
Yeah.
there's not one size fits all. So the more that we discuss it, the more we can uncover and unpack. So
Yeah.
this is
Exactly.
awesome. We have this forum to start that conversation.
Yeah. 100%. I like it. I'm going to be curious to talk more with her about it, because I know I felt like she had hours of things to say, and I told her, I'm like, look, it's just going to be a few minutes on Cosmic Love, and it just opens a conversation. I think it's really
Yeah.
interesting. Her
Definitely.
perspective, I know, is going to be very interesting on this.
Yeah, especially because it doesn't seem like it was the easiest ride for her to say the least.
No, exactly. Okay, so we're doing your friend or your that number next, right? For
Yes.
the one you gave me,
Yes,
uh,
Audrey.
Audrey. Okay, is that the 248 number?
Yep,
Okay, here we go.
Audrey. Hope you're
Audrey.
listening. So you can pick up your phone.
Pick up your phone, Audrey.
Yeah. Be near the phone.
Yeah,
Mute the YouTube.
Hello.
there she is. Audrey, you're on Cosmic Love. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're great. Yeah, Sarah, how are you? You go ahead.
It's okay, Taylor. How are you, Audrey? I'm so glad that you picked up, because we're like, who knows? You never know, because that's how
Yes,
these
I know.
things work. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to talk about you and your husband tonight, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to see if Audrey and Mr. Audrey, I just call them Mr. Audrey, are twin flames. So Taylor and I are going to pull up the chart. And while we do that, tell us how you and Mr. Audrey met and how long you've been. Yeah, go ahead, Taylor.
I have one thing to say first, though. You realize you're stepping into a minefield here, doing a synastry for your already married to husband.
Well, we actually met, so this was 10 years ago on Match.com. This is my second
Oh,
husband.
wow.
Okay.
Match.com.
And
Okay.
yes.
I met my ex-wife on Bumble, so I get it.
Yeah.
It's the modern way now.
Yeah.
And it was a whirlwind, and but we've had some rocky times, but we we met and were married in less than a year.
Oh, wow.
And but I had some significant events in my life when early in our relationship that I think brought us close together quickly.
Interesting.
And and now that it's been 10 years, I think we've had to work through some stuff.
Right.
Probably that we should have worked through at the beginning. But
Yeah.
Everything kind of happened so quickly. So
Yeah. And just looking at your chart, I can see there's a lot of attraction here. So sometimes when you're so attracted to somebody, that can override, a lot of, I would say, issues that you would usually discuss with somebody up front. But, when you date someone, it's not like a job interview. It's like this synergistic reaction, I would say, instead. So yeah, so you guys have been married for 10 years.
Yes.
Things have been going pretty well, but maybe lately you guys have hit some bumps in the road because there's things you guys never discussed until now. Is that fair to say?
I would say, yes, there are definitely things that have come up, and we're kind of moving into a different time in our life, so
Yeah.
so there, so I'm not sure. I mean, I'm confident in our relationship, but we're definitely going through some stuff.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a big attraction when we met, and it's still there.
Yeah. I can see it in the chart.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
see it in the chart.
Yeah.
I see so much here. Audrey, we should dive in a little bit because you're going to want to hear some of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys have such a good chart. Okay.
Let's ask Audrey really quick. Do you want to hear there's a lot of good, but do you want to hear the good or the bad first?
The bad.
Okay.
Sarah, do you know what I'm seeing in the upper left-hand corner there?
Upper left-hand corner. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. The upper left-hand corner. Well, I'm seeing it from the right to the left. So
Nessus conjunct the sun.
yes, I see that one. So I would say that's the right-hand corner. For me, unless, maybe yours is flipped. But yeah, I see Nessus is conjunct the sun. Yeah, that can get kind of weird to say the least.
Yeah.
Because his Nessus, Mr. Audrey's Nessus is conjunct your sun, Audrey, and your Hygeia, because your Hygeia is in conjunction with your sun. Your Hygeia is all about healing. Okay. So like you're a natural healer. You bring healing to people. And Narcissus is the asteroid of abuse. Okay. It's not like Saturn. It's not like this, foot that's stomping on you and keeping you, I guess, like silenced and muted. It just means that he really knows how to piss you off. He can get probably underhanded with you sometimes. He can push your buttons. And frankly, because it's conjunction or Hygeia as well, he can make you feel like sick to your stomach. Like he can bring you health issues. I know, like we said we're going to do the worst.
I know. There's so much good coming. So just don't ruminate on that too much.
And none of this is a surprise because obviously I'm living it. So,
right.
That's why I said I want to hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with any of that, but it has forced me to really look inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a good thing because I think I tend to shut that off and I don't want to deal with it. And this relationship has forced me to really look inside.
Yeah.
I can see that. And your sun is squaring his Pluto too. And that's actually a sign of twin flames.
Twin flames. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I wondered, as I'm learning about all this, I was like, I think we're twin flames. That was my gut feeling.
Now,
Yeah.
Sarah, why don't you explain why Pluto squaring the sun is a sign of twin flames? Would you classify that as the tension and the transformation that brings?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the transformation intention to the ego, because sun represents our
Yeah.
ego, our individuality, and Pluto brings destruction. So henceforth, Mr. Audrey, we'll call him Mr. Audrey. I love that. He brings destruction to your ego. Okay. So he's like knocking you down a peg, so to speak. And what do twin flames do? They put us back on our level. They take away our ego. We
Right.
have to basically ground ourselves in divine love to connect with that person, because they're going to bring us so much change into our worlds. Like they rock our worlds. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. That is it in a nutshell for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have one more slightly negative placement, and then we're just going to have so much good shit to get into
Yeah.
So the conjunct Eris is like, you guys both know how to really irritate and disrupt each other. So when things are calm, somehow you two can just bring total discord into the relationship mutually.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her Lucifer is right next to her Eris too. So she knows how to piss him off a lot. Like she can just push his buttons. So I'm like,
Right.
I saw that. Yeah. You guys know how to push each other's buttons. And that's another sign of twin flames. Like, who is going to upset you the most? It's the person that you want to be with the most, who loves you the most, right? Because their opinion counts, right? So that's who's going to upset you and irritate you the most in general. I mean, there's exceptions to the rules. There's just people who we can't stand in general. But because your chart has so much like good, amazing things in here, we'll talk about the good stuff
Yeah.
now.
I got an idea, Sarah. So
Okay.
I think you and I see so many things.
Yeah.
Why don't you point out one? I'll point out one. You point out one. I point out one for the twin flame match here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have, for the first one, I see Audrey's Eros, which is the asteroid of erotic love, on her husband's north node. Okay. And his vertex, actually, it's in conjunction. It's with an orb. So this is a very significant sexual relationship, because north node is about our destiny. Okay. So this is a very significant relationship for your husband, especially. And then there's another one. I'll do the Eros's, Taylor, and then you can do the Liliths if you want to.
Sure.
Yeah. And then your his Eros is on your Pallas Athena and your Juno. And Juno is the asteroid of marriage. Okay. So, and also Pallas Athena is divine wisdom. So through the act of love making, you are coming into this divine union, of course, and it's also increasing your wisdom, if you will. And that's a good thing. So it's like, almost like there's like a ritual sex magic thing going on for
Totally.
you. Yeah.
It's a big thing that keeps us together.
Yeah.
We're very connected that way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chemistry in this relationship.
Oh, and look at their conjunct Vestas. So both of your asteroids of unconditional love are right next to each other. So you have to realize the probability of that's very low. It's like what, 1 in 360. And so that means as much as he unconditionally loves you, you unconditionally love him. It's mutual. And that's very rare, because oftentimes those asteroids, things like unconditional love, would sit near his sun or something like that. So it means you unconditionally love his ego or his personality or something like that. But the fact is, you both mutually have unconditional love for one another. So it's a really beautiful placement.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor, do you want to talk about the first Lilith thing that you see here?
Yeah, Black Moon Lilith on the south node.
Yes.
It's in,
Ooh.
yeah. And also conjunct Amor. I don't know if you have Amor on your chart. And conjunct Vertex. So in a past life, you two were obsessed with each other, sexually obsessed. Like, and with the Amor there's also, that's real love too. I mean, that's the god of love. So yeah, you two have been together in other lives, and there has been strong sexual chemistry, a lot of love, and I do see Juno kind of floating within the proximity there too. So you may have been married in a past life also.
Yeah.
But
This is-
definitely were in love and had great sex.
Yeah, they had like,
Wow,
steamy,
okay.
like Harlequin romance novel kind of sex.
Totally.
Yeah, going on there. Yeah, this is a very steamy kind of relationship. Ooh, girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
definitely is. That's definitely what brought us together and keeps us together through all of the junk that we know we can come back to that and we'll be okay.
Taylor, I just noticed this. Their points, I guess their vertices and their charts, if you will, all match. So her AC matches his MC.
Yep.
His
Yeah,
MC
but-
matches her DC.
Yep.
Yeah, this is twin flames. Like
Twin Flames, textbook,
Twin
MC,
Flames.
AC conjunction.
Wow.
AC, IC, DC.
Yeah, ACDC. Yeah, we're back in black, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to
Oh,
like
wow.
explain that really quickly to people who are listening and to you, Audrey, it just means like the basically all the points in the chart that go east, west, north, and south, just to people who don't understand astrology. I just want to break it down really quickly. They're all matching perfectly. Okay, so there's these points in the charts that are ascendant. Oh, the dog doesn't like what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The dog's not into it.
the dog's like, no, I wanted to be mom's.
I know. I'm walking in the other room. I know. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys match up perfectly. You were mirrors of each other. That's what it all means.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys are like
this is
perfect.
all, yeah, this is super interesting. I mean,
You know what I would even say more than mirrors. I would say almost and Sarah, I could be wrong, because I'm actually kind of seeing this right on the spot here. I'm actually seeing that they're like harmonious. You know what I mean? They're like two halves, which is very twin flame, versus like we're the exact same person. It's more like they fit almost seamlessly.
Yeah, it's like more than twin flames. It's like
Right.
saints and twin flames. All the same.
Exactly. Because
Yeah,
I would almost say, and I wonder what your opinion is on this. Like, if the ACs line up, Sarah, and the MCs line up, that seems like, okay, both these people are very similar. But when you see the AC conjunct the MC, it seems like they're both like meant to be in like divine union, like two halves of the same whole. You know what I mean?
exactly. Especially with that IC and the DC. IC is who we are as a soul, basically who you are in private, who you really are. And then DC is about this is your descendant. This is who you're looking for in a relationship. So when that matches up, when that aligns, that shows that you guys are perfectly comfortable with each other in every single way. Every single way. You guys, even though you guys might have arguments, you know how to get under each other's skin. You guys are perfect pair, perfect match.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never seen this on this show. We've never seen this.
Oh my God. And there's even little things like, you know, this could be a problem, but with they're like opposing suns. But it's like, once again, it's that like fitting into each other so seamlessly that of course there's going to be like, there's still like, there's more division here where it's not like soulmates, where it's like, oh, you two are just so, boringly perfect. It's like, you guys are both very individual, but somehow fit together seamlessly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel that. I mean, I do feel that in our relationship because we are very different in a lot of ways.
Right.
But we do come together, on a different level, I guess. So, yeah. Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
really
Sarah, have you ever seen such perfectly opposing suns in a twin flame chart?
No, I have not. And I've never seen actually, like I've seen people who have like AC, DC and MC, IC, but not ACMC, DCMC, ACIC, ICDC. I've never seen that one either. I know like the people who are at home are like, what the hell? I've
Right.
never seen that one. I've never seen that. And it's, yeah. And you guys just have like divine alignment. That's how I would sum it up. It's divine alignment. It's the perfect divine masculine, divine feminine union. There's two halves that equal one whole. I love it.
Yeah.
Just so complementary. So, you know, even though he might piss you off and you might get under his skin sometimes, stick with this one because he is the one. And you're married to him already anyway. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting divorced a second time.
Right.
no,
I'll make it work.
yeah, you guys will make it work. You guys will make it work. I have 100% faith in that.
Yeah. Me too. Watch out for those conjunct Plutos though, because you guys can really create some strong transformative energy, together because both of you have a lot of will and, you guys just know how to shake shit up. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and his Mars is right there in her.
Right. I
too.
know, right? Like, yeah, that can be a lot of sexual chemistry, but it could also be destructive in the wrong hands.
Yeah, passion.
I can see that and even more so at the beginning of our relationship. I think we have both learned, even though we still bug each other in certain ways, I think we both learned that we have to keep that down because it will destroy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. This is a very powerful connection. This is
Yeah.
probably one of the most powerful connections I've looked at in a synastry chart. And I'm not lying about that. That is 100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
We both do it before Sarah and I even astrologically analyze anything. We just look at it from like an impressionistic place, and right away, as soon as it pulled up, I'm like, "Oh, twin flame chart,"
Yeah.
without knowing why. And then I start looking at it, analyzing it. But I just right away, I could tell by the aesthetic look of the chart that it was a match.
Yeah.
That's
Intuitively.
very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So now you
Well,
can tell your
the
husband.
band wasn't that bad. I already knew it, You didn't really
Yeah, you're
tell
lucky.
me.
You're lucky.
I've already learned.
Yeah.
But I think all these other things you're telling me, I think are just really cool. So,
Yeah.
It is.
And that just confirms how I feel about the whole thing. So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
You guys have a unique situation because not many people in this lifetime get the chance to be with their twin flame, married to their twin flame.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Well, we've both been through a lot to get here, so.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know.
Well, keep
Yeah.
it on. And
Wow.
so, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Thank you. This was amazing. Thank you so
Well,
much.
Thank you, Audrey, for coming on here and being brave
Yeah.
enough to share your story. And we appreciate you.
Awesome. Okay. Take care, guys.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Very cool.
Oh, somebody wrote in the comments, Stacy, I was just writing her back, but I might as well say it. She said she wishes that we could show the chart. You and I talked about that, and there is confidential information in the chart.
Yeah.
It just, there's all the birth date, birth time, location, both people's info. And yeah, it just, I don't know. It feels a little wrong to broadcast the chart. So you just got to kind of take our word for it, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If we were like on NBC or something like that, or MTV or VH1,
Right.
like we could be in VH1 because Loveline was on VH1, right?
For sure. Right.
Yeah, we're just gonna manifest that one day, or
Yeah.
we'll have our own network. We'll have our own network.
Totally.
Yeah, we can have people sign NDAs, and then we could put their charts on. But since we can't have people sign NDAs because we don't have lawyers right now, one
Right.
day we will, though. We will. We'll have
We
our own
will.
network. Yeah.
I mean, we might as well say it here. I mean, Sarah and I, this is what we want this to be a real show. We'd like this to be on some kind of network. It doesn't have to be fucking NBC or whatever. But yeah, we would love for this to be a real, television show that people watch or stream somewhere, Netflix or Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, that's the end goal.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're just gonna enjoy having fun and
Yeah.
having you guys watching on YouTube.
Yeah, she says we can blur out that part and just see the chart. Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Once our assistant can get all the stuff, all the graphics up and everything, yeah, we'll rock
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. Manifesting your assistant.
Okay, so I'm gonna call Christina, who's mad at me because you promised a second call and I promised a second call, and since I got the first call, you won. And she's texting me, "Are you still calling?" Oh my
Of
god.
course, Christina, can't forget about you.
Yeah,
You forget about Christina.
yeah,
Hey.
yeah. Christina, we promised like 3 people are gonna be the first call today. All right.
Oh my god! I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh my god, I know everybody. Okay, hey, come on, Cosmic Love. I swear you're first.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
know.
being
I swear. And then I'm like, wait, did I just like get bumped from the
You got
from
bumped.
the lineup altogether? No biggie.
You got
know?
bumped, so thank you for being on Cosmic Love. We'll talk to you later. Okay, next call. Just kidding.
Hi
No, we're
Sarah, how are
conversation
you?
about people. I'm great. How are you? Thank you for being on our show tonight. This is
Oh,
exciting. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I mean, even though I was making all those Virgo comments, and you're like, "Oh gosh, Virgos."
We loved it. We loved the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. The whole astrology roast. I love that.
Yeah.
I know. I was waiting for like full on roast, but then I'm like, I kept getting kicked off, so I'm like, I don't even know if they're like really responding to this. So I'm just gonna.
There was
shut
a
up.
lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's so many signs to roast. There's no end. So yeah.
Right.
So Sarah, we got her info's already programmed. We got Christina, and then we have a little Sandy Koufax that we're doing a chart for.
Andy Koufax.
Sandy
It's
Koufax.
not fake. It's
Machine.
not
All
fake.
right.
It's real.
It's not fake. It's real. So she's possibly dating. Well, fuck it. She's dating a guy named Sandy.
We're dating.
We're
Yeah,
dating. Okay.
dating.
And he was named after Sandy Koufax, a baseball player.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How old is this guy?
He's 2 years older than me.
Okay, like I started getting scared. Like, oh my gosh, that guy wasn't he like, playing for the Yankees in the '60s? Or am I like?
Yeah, but that was his dad's like favorite baseball player.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So, Sarah, I'm already there and I'm already seeing some good things, but I'm going to wait for you for just a minute.
Yeah, I need a second. Okay,
Yeah.
tell us how you met the Sandy Koufax.
Yeah. How did you meet?
These Sandy. Oh, God.
Tell us about the church you met at.
Well, it was kind of funny. Just a chain of events. He kept seeing me. I would go out to like this, like I guess this gathering. I don't know, of people, and I kept, I don't know. People kept trying to put us together, and I just kept. I don't know. We just knew of each other, and there's just kind of a backstory there that's kind of interesting. But I don't know. It's kind of boring.
Can you give it to us
It's
in
not
one
really
sentence?
It's not really boring. He had his eye on me, and then like when we finally met, it was like just so perfect, and it just kind of all like the minute we hung out, it was like we've been inseparable since we've actually officially hung out.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. So how long have you been hanging out with him, dating him?
How long you been hanging out?
Yeah.
We're going on 3 weeks.
Woo!
3 weeks.
Okay,
So
3
it was like
weeks with
fast.
it.
It was like the minute we met, boom, like we were, it just all flowed together really nicely. It was
Right.
it's just
So
been a
you
very-
and Sandy are knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, they're celebrating
Yeah,
their
exactly. That's a good way to put it, Sarah. Like that.
celebrating their 21st day anniversary.
I know.
Yeah. Woohoo.
The oxytocin is going strong.
All right, right away, Sarah. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm stoked for Sandy, but right away that Eros conjunct Amor. What a beautiful little placement there.
Very nice. Yeah. I mean, ooh, yeah, that's a good energy there. That's some sexual chemistry. I'm
Yeah.
liking
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm liking it. Okay.
So we'll ignore the Lucifer conjunction, but that's
Yeah.
okay. So
Take it away.
Eros is the asteroid of erotic love, and Amor is the asteroid of just regular love, not necessarily erotic, but just deep love, romantic love. So
Yeah.
it's your Eros, erotic love, conjunct his Amor, and I think it's a perfect conjunction, by the way. It's right on top of each other. So you are erotically very attracted to him, and he is romantically very attracted to you.
Yeah. So
Nice. Nice.
that's why they've made it to 21 days already.
Yeah.
Okay, let's ignore this Lucifer. No,
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's the Lucifer thing? Go ahead. Might as well
Lucifer
put
is
it
hanging
all
out pretty
there.
close by. What do you think, Sarah?
I mean, it's with an orb. Yeah, it's with an orb. I mean, we don't know much about this character yet, but it could be that he can be a little, deceptive when it comes to his love life, but I haven't looked at the rest of the chart closely to say that he's, a creep. Everyone has a Lucifer somewhere, so I'm
Right.
not gonna make a
Sure.
judgment. Not gonna make a judgment yet. But I do see that Sandy Kovacs's south node, which represents past life, is right on Christina's Jupiter.
Yeah.
So it looks like, he like I have this with my husband actually. It means like you guys like are each other's good luck charm, or you're his good luck charm in a past life, perhaps. So
Aw.
maybe like rescued him or something like that in a past life. You never know. That's really sweet
Yeah.
energy. And
It
plus the
is.
Neptune is there. It's close enough to the south node where maybe you could have been like a spiritual teacher to him. Maybe you were like some nun that rescued him.
Right.
Oh
Right.
my God, I love it.
Well-
A nun that rescued him.
Well,
And conjunct Neptune. So it's a mutual conjunction. So both of you, spiritual convent, something like that, like some mystical retreat in a past life. But there was definitely some energy going on there that you guys, this is not your first life together.
No.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny you say that because I actually said, I think you've been in one of my past lives before. I just feel really like I know you,
Yeah.
but not like, oh, you're my lover in a past life. It just felt like really, I know you.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Because Neptune isn't necessarily sexual, it's just kind of ethereal. And especially Jupiter too, that's not necessarily sexual either. It's very spiritual. Whenever Neptune and Jupiter are right next to each other, it's just extremely spiritual, very, mystical energy. Okay, so I am seeing that his moon, Sandy's moon, is opposing your Neptune. And his north node is also opposing your Neptune. Let me break that down. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be that like his emotions he could be insensitive towards you sometimes. Could be that his spiritual mission in this life might be a little bit different than yours, but that's not necessarily a deal breaker. Like, I'm not seeing any deal breakers right now. Are you, Taylor? I'm not seeing anything particularly terrible.
No. It looks pretty smooth, especially with the is it the Venus trines there? The mutual Venus trine. Yeah, that's nice. That's like a good, you guys just are both very attracted to each other. There's a lot of love there is mutual. Mercury is also trine, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very it's just a kind of a calm chart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's calm. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing like spectacular fireworks here.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything like, ooh. The only thing that brings a little bit of an alarm is that Sandy's Saturn is on Christina's Pluto. And Pluto Saturn conjunction could bring about a lot of challenge, to say the least. Okay. Especially with it being Libra. It could make, because he could like stifle your game pretty much. This is not the most passionate relationship in the whole entire world. It's not terrible. Like I see, like, there's love there. So I don't think this is twin flames, but this has potential.
I wasn't looking for twin.
She doesn't
flames
want twin
anyway.
flames. Yeah.
I'm not into that whole idea. I'm just
No.
looking at energy of like, is it good? It feels really harmonious, and like, to be honest with you, the sex has been some of the best sex I've ever had. So whatever. Whether it's in the stars or not, it's like it's pretty freaking amazing.
I like the trine of their sons, because that's like,
We get along.
yeah, they get along really well. Yeah, you guys just fit in with each other. It's just right. It's probably perfect for you because it's not tumultuous, and you sort of are coming out of a situation that had more of that kind of intense, toxic, possibly twin flame energy, maybe soulmate, but it never had the chance to go in that direction. And I feel like this just fits better for you. And I feel like
Absolutely.
and you can appreciate this now, especially when you said the sex is the best you've had. It's like, sometimes it takes a lot of experience before you can just appreciate something that's just good. without
Yeah.
being fucking intense and cataclysmic and destructive and like, oh, this person is fucking breaking down my ego and pushing me to the brink in order for me to ascend. Like, God, sometimes that's so exhausting.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, amen. Like I'm over that bullshit. No offense
Right.
to anybody who's in it, but yeah, I'm over that. I literally went through so many years of just that bullshit that I'm like, no, this
Yeah.
feels nice. I'm like, to be honest with you, like I can't sleep around people until I get to really know them, because if I fall, I can't fall. I physically cannot fall asleep. My head will go crazy. I'll feel their energy and it'll just keep me awake. With him, the minute I laid down next to him, I passed out immediately. I'm like, this has never happened to me before. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there's something to this.
yeah, it's just easy. It's
Yeah,
easy.
exactly. It's easy. It's peaceful to me. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
You feel like you
I don't
can
want
trust
bullshit. And he came out of a relationship that was all bullshit, and it might have been like, that, runner chaser bullshit. I think I love her, and he went through a whole long time of that too. And he closed that chapter, and I closed my chapters, and it was like the doors opened up for us.
You know what I just noticed there? I think you pointed this out before, but did you realize that Jupiter South Node conjunction is mutual?
Yes.
Okay, you did notice that. I didn't realize that they both had Jupiter on each other's South Node.
Yeah, that's really beautiful energy. It just
Yeah.
means that you two bring a lot of luck to each other, and it's not just from this lifetime, it's from a past lifetime. So like we were talking about, it doesn't mean that you guys were necessarily lovers in a past lifetime. So maybe that's why there was not as much tension and drama as well. It's like, yeah, like I recognize you. You were super nice to me last
Right.
time I saw you. So I can trust you.
Yeah.
It should be another reason why you just fell asleep so easily in front of him, because you just have that inner knowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, good. So just peaceful, good energy.
Peaceful,
Yeah.
good energy. You've earned it.
Yeah. One more thing. I noticed that your Juno and Vesta are actually making a trine to Sandy's South Node. And that's really nice energy as well.
Oh, yeah.
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 Juno is the
What does that
asteroid-
mean?
Yeah, Juno's the asteroid of marriage, and Vesta is the asteroid of unconditional love, and South Node is past life karma. So feels just connected and safe with you as well. And you just have unconditional love for him from the past life. So this is just really harmonious. That's the key word of this whole chart. Circle, highlight, underline, asterisk, harmonious, easy energy.
You don't have an intuitive hit on this. So with that Neptune and Jupiter in the past life South Node conjunction, it's almost like in the past life you really liked me, both really liked each other. It wasn't necessarily sexual and it wasn't necessarily fireworks, but like he got away and he was that guy who was just like, I just liked that fucking guy. I just liked his energy, and I think I really was attracted to him, but I was never fully sure. And now in this life, he's back, and you're like, no, I am sure. I am attracted to him. Like, it didn't work out in the past life for whatever reason. It was just like it was just unactualized or whatever. But this life, you actually get the chance to be with that one person who was like a really strong support system. Mystically, somebody who challenged you and you challenged him and opened your eyes. And now you're just riding that very smooth wavelength in this life without the resistance, without the fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So where do you see this relationship going?
Oh my God, I'm like, marriage, man. I'm gonna marry this man.
Ooh.
Yes.
Like, no, I'm not even
reality.
kidding you. Okay, so this, like, without giving out too much detail, there was a very good night that happened, and my mind was in another place, and I was like, hey, so when we get married, and then I'm like, sorry, I'm here talking crazy to you, and he like grabs me, pulls me close, and he's like, there's nothing you can say that'll make me run away. And I was like, oh, okay.
Holy shit. So do we have, is Cosmic Love going to host our first wedding now?
I think
I mean,
so.
maybe, like,
Right?
play this
We're
shit.
dating now.
Cosmic Love presents the wedding of Christina and Sandy Koufax.
That's right.
Like, calling him Sandy Koufax.
Yeah. You heard it here first. The charts matched up. We have approved this message.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
It's not twin flame energy, but it's just that freaking peaceful. Like
Nobody
I gotta
fucking
put
marries
my
their
team
twin
player.
flame.
Hardly anybody. Well, Audrey did. Last guest.
Oh
Audrey
yeah.
did,
Besides
so
Audrey.
watch yourself. Hardly anybody. Less than 0.1% of the population.
Right.
Audrey's
Exactly.
the exception. Audrey and Mr. Audrey, they're the exception to the rule.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that's cool. I'm happy for that industry that came before Michael. I was like, dang, that's amazing. That's cool that they were together and everything's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't hear too much of that on this show. It's
I
more
know.
like this guy from New Jersey, or some crazy ass story. Some crazy ass story about this person was married and I didn't know. And I mean,
Some car salesman.
yeah, some
Oh,
used car
gosh.
salesman on Dateline NBC.
Yeah, he's from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. He's a Nigerian prince, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that
You
will be
get that
the
call in. That's gonna be a really good call in. I'm gonna definitely favorite that video if you ever get a call in.
Yeah.
With them saying they're from Nigeria and madly in love.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right,
But anyways,
Christina.
Well, thank you so much for y'all's time and energy and going over that.
I
Oh,
hope.
our pleasure. It was a
Yeah,
lot
our
of fun.
pleasure. I hope it was
It's
worth the
fun.
wait for you.
Yeah. Y'all have a wonderful night. And again, thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Christina. Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Another successful night on Cosmic Love, because the variety tonight. One sort of bad but empowering twin flame story. Another twin flame married couple. Okay, that is lottery jackpot terms right there.
Yes. Yes.
And then just a super nice placement.
Yeah. And it sounds like they have like a fun romance going on. I know in the 3-word mark of euphoria, but still, it's so
Yeah.
sweet. I love hearing stuff like that. Like, oh, it warms my little heart.
Right. And it once again reaffirms our ranking system that twin flames, we never said that ranks as number one.
Right.
We always
Right.
have to be clear about that. And that doesn't necessarily mean soulmates or anything is number one. It's just all different. It's all different.
Right. All relationships are different.
Yeah.
Depends on, are you happy? Are they happy?
Exactly.
That should be your ranking system, guys, because no matter what we say, it depends on how you are feeling in this relationship. If you are unhappy, then yeah, it ranks super low. But
Right.
if you're happy, it should be the highest. So
And let's not forget the progression. It's like if you did date your twin flame, there's nothing better than coming back to something that's just more safe and calm and less of a fucking roller coaster,
yeah, some of these stories.
I know.
Yeah, and Jen's stories, it's just so validating, I think, for a lot of people out there who have had to endure that. It's like, how is my twin flame such a douchebag? Right?
Right?
Yeah.
I know. That's
Yeah.
a
Because
million dollar question.
like such a wonderful person.
Yeah.
How is that even possible? But
Anyway, Sarah, pitch yourself, because I'll wrap up by telling everyone I'm going to do my ritual meditation right now on Instagram. But you pitch yourself first, then I'll let everyone know about that.
sure. If you guys would like an astrology reading or a tarot, an oracle reading, or a combination of thereof, please hit me up. My Instagram is at @full_moon astrology, and my website is fullmoonastrology, all one word, .as.me. So that's where you can find me. Taylor, take it away.
Awesome. Tonight, right now, guys, 6 o'clock, I'm going to hop on over to IG and do my ritual meditation for the night. That's all I got. So hop on over, and I'll see you guys in about 1 minute on Instagram. Please join.
Awesome. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye, Taylor. Have a great night.
You too. Have a great night.